Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
Let's do this.
I can't believe that you guys are seeing our faces and that we're actually on this thing. It's been a while. It's been more than a minute.
Long time.
Wow.
Did you see when you were getting it ready? Did you see the last time we streamed?
It was actually December.
Oh my goodness.
On our own.
Ours,
Because
yeah.
we've been streaming with other brands and we've been really lucky to collaborate with a bunch of people that are super awesome. And we've had a blast doing that. But it's like, and sometimes I know Michelle's talking on social media to some people that, you know, we've seen on streams that we've chatted with because we're big chatters, as you can see. And man, I'm like, people are like, when are you coming back? I'm like, what do you mean? We haven't been here in over 3 months.
Seriously. And it's so crazy to think back in the day, like when we were streaming every day almost.
Every day.
Every day. And then, yeah, life is so busy.
We got to get back at it
Yeah.
because I told Michelle when
say that every time we stream.
No, but I know. But I told you when when the New Year's happened. So basically, when New Year's resolution and all that stuff happened, I said, Michelle, 2025 is the year of the live stream. Remember that?
Okay, but now it's April. And this is our first ongoing planet.
So I'm still going to reiterate, 2025 is super important on live, and we're going to try and get at it. But first things first.
For those of you that do not know us, my name is Michelle.
And I am Seb.
And we are Goman Planet. We are a Canadian couple living in the Caribbean. And so thankful to be living in the Caribbean right now because it is still freezing in Canada.
Yeah.
My dad and my aunt were just visiting for a month. And so they're here for the whole month of March. They just left yesterday. And like they were getting a snowstorm like 2 days before they left. Like there is still so much snow. Like our friends
who are teachers.
yeah, of course. Yeah, our teacher friends, they had like what, 27, 28 snow days since the beginning of January. Like it's absolutely crazy how much snow Canada's getting. But so yes, we live in the Caribbean, which is absolutely fantastic. And yeah, we have lots of great products to talk to you about tonight. A couple of the products are things that we have purchased ourselves and that we absolutely love. Some of the products were gifted to us, but also absolutely love and have been using them. So we will be sure to let you know which is which. But yeah, lots of great deals going on. Mm-hmm. And yeah, if you're just kind of like popping in, if you want to say, hey, the chat is open. We are live.
Absolutely. And we are also live on different platforms. So if you are on some other platform, you may be watching us, and you want to know what is this carousel? Where do I shop? What do I do? There is a link in the description. You can go straight into the Amazon Live carousel that's hosted by us. You'll be able to chat with us there, but also to see all the cool products we have.
Yeah, and obviously, like, you know, we're all for jumping around. We do kind of go, you know, like based on the list that you see right there in the carousel. But of course, if we understand some people are only here for a couple of minutes, maybe you're just popping in, and if you see something at the end of our carousel, maybe you have a question about it, feel free, you know, to say, hey, can you tell me more about this? And we are glad to do so. Many of the products we have here on hand, but we're also going to show you them in action in some B-roll that Seb will be playing, but we will be kind of talking to you while you are watching those videos. But yeah, again, if you want to say hey, or if you just want to sit back, relax, and watch, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. And let's talk about our first product.
And also, you see our eyes darting around. It's probably because we have screens that we're watching, you know, the stream here and the chat, so I don't want to miss a thing. Michelle has a screen down there to look at the chat as well. And then we have another screen right here, basically that gives us a little bit more of information if we want to answer some questions on different various products.
And mainly to get like prices, right? Because obviously some things are on discount and stuff like that. So, and some of them have like coupon codes, and we want to make sure we give you all of that information.
And different variety, like sizes or packets, and kits, and things like that. Yeah.
So, yeah, so basically Seb's point is if you notice that we're not staring directly right at you, it is because we are looking at the different screens. But we will come back to talk to you. But yeah, so without further ado, our first product is this 3-piece bamboo cutting board set, and I think it is on your side.
It is on my side.
So we just opened this, and I was using it tonight while I was making dinner, and this is something that I purchased myself, and I am a huge fan. We definitely needed some new cutting boards. We have been using bamboo wooden boards for a while now, so I did get a
We've
similar...
ditched all the plastic and silicone and all that
Just
other
because
stuff.
I just find, like, yeah, I mean, it was just like
got
they
that
start to
smell.
smell after a while. So this is my second round. This is a different company from the ones I purchased
Mm-hmm.
last time, but it is my second round of getting a bamboo cutting boards, and we had those I think for well over a year. The
Yep,
last
and
one.
these were gifted, correct?
No, I bought these.
These
I
you
bought
bought.
these. Yep.
There you
We
go.
needed new cutting boards because I was just like, they've been there for a year, and like I will be totally honest. I wish I was one of those people that was like, okay, this one's for the meat, this one's for veggies. I don't do that. We just kind of grab and go. So
We just
I
make
feel
sure to
like-
clean it properly, obviously.
Of course, like I clean it properly, but I just mean that I felt like after a year, I was like, it was probably time to kind of like, change it up. But again, they had zero smell. Could have kept the other ones, but I was like, let's just give them a go. So I went with these ones, and these are fantastic. So it is the
First
three
of all,
set.
I'm just playing with it. Like, look how thick it is.
It's super thick.
Yes.
I love how thick it is. And all three of them have the juice groove, which absolutely love. My other ones did not have that. So this is a huge plus.
And only our big
because-
one has it. Remember,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
we
we have
have
a big,
a
massive,
really big one,
beautiful
like a butcher block.
Yeah, and that one has that groove, and it is so fantastic. So having this here, obviously, you guys know, like, if you're using cutting boards when you're cutting something juicy or runny, and then, like, it drips off the cutting board onto the counter, and it's just kind of, like, really gross. Now, all of that juice is just going to collect into that groove right there, and then you know that you have no issues. The other really cool thing, so this is the small one. So this one we do have the 3 different sizes, and so that's the small one. But check this out on the medium size one. So obviously on all 3 you can use both sides, but on the medium size one and the large one, they both have this kind of like little indent here, and this is going to be really great because these can also double. Any cutting board can, obviously. But having these little grooves would be really great if you want to use these as charcuterie boards, because then it can kind of separate things. So like, let's say you have some meats and cheeses, and then maybe you have something a little bit like runnier here, like maybe olives or like your little pickles.
I was
or
thinking
something.
not only just running, but like maybe rolly. Like, you know what I mean? Like
rolly,
things that
yeah,
you don't
yeah,
want
yeah.
roll off, like, like roll off
Rolly.
roll off the board.
The board,
right?
exactly.
So it's
then
kind of
you,
like.
yeah, so it's nice that both the medium and the large have that. So then again, these are really great for charcuterie board. Of course, you can use this side as the charcuterie board as well, but just having this little added feature I think is really cool. And then all 3 also have the little hole right here. So if you like are hanging them up, whoa, let me smack that table. If you are hanging them up, that is also really useful as well. Ours, we just kind of have a drying rack and they sit in there. But yeah, so I have the 3 different sizes. You can also get a set of 2 if you don't want all 3. And then they also have like a couple single sizes as well.
I also noticed something while I was cleaning one of them is that as soon as I put water on it and I was soaping it and obviously cleaning it, compared to the last bamboo ones that we had were a little thinner, but also feels like this thing has been cured. I think it's been cured with heat, correct?
It did, yeah. It said like it was, carbonized technology
Okay,
for
so
healthier.
so there you go. So because it's been cured with heat, the water kind of runs off of it, and it feels like it's been finished. It's not like,
Okay.
but it is.
noticed,
It
yeah.
feels like wood. It doesn't have a finish on it.
It is wood.
But that's the thing. Like it does feel like it doesn't have a varnish. You don't feel the slickiness of a varnish or anything like that. You are putting your food, whatever you're cutting, right on the bamboo wood. But it does feel when you put it in water, it does feel like it's got that kind of like protective coating because of that cured, heating cured or whatever the carbonized technology they use for it. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
And so normally this is $39.95, 10% off, making the 3 of these $35.99. Honestly, really a steal of a deal if you are looking for new cutting boards / charcuterie boards. So super
Absolutely.
awesome. Definitely a big fan, and as I said, those were not gifted. Purchased them ourselves, and 0 regrets so far. All right, up next is another product that I purchased. Let me see if I could reach. And ooh, if you have little ones,
yeah, this one is
you
cool.
guys, this is so awesome. So this is
not only little ones, but like of course little ones, but if you're about to travel and you need to like. You
Sure.
save space because I remember my parents. We were 4 kids. The
But
car
this is
was
why,
packed
like,
with.
But you, I mean, as an adult, you wouldn't just have these.
No, but
That's why I said little ones, because
Sure.
like I mean, I guess you could use these if you're camping and stuff for buckets of
Hey, why
water
not?
and stuff.
Oh.
Sure, that is very true. I did not think about that.
I did not, but I did.
Can you no, but that's I didn't mean to cut you off. I just meant that's what little
Yeah,
ones,
yeah,
because
yeah.
when I see this, I think, you know, playing with sand toys and stuff. So basically, this is sand toys. So it does come with the little mesh bag, and it's like a little backpack, which I think is really cute. And obviously there's tons of room in here where you can add more things. Love the fact that it's mesh, because if you have been to the beach, we all know you can put them in here, give it a good little shake when it's all dry, and then that sand's gonna come out. But check this out. So you actually get, so you've got the 3 shovels, because it does come with 3 buckets. And these are super heavy duty. Like, look at this. Like,
well, they're
this,
reinforced. You could tell, so you could actually like dig into that sand. It's not going to break like most of
because
them.
remember those, like, every time, like when we were younger, you would travel, you'd go somewhere, or when friends and family come visit us, we didn't have any buckets, and you go to the dollar store, and it's those cheap little things, one massive scoop of sand, and then that thing would just always snap off at the handle.
Yep.
These, honestly, are like heavy duty, which is really great. But then you've got 3 buckets, so they just sit on top of each other like this, which is really great, helps save that space. But then you just pop this out, and then you push that through, and then check it out. You've got
This
your
is
little
rubber.
bucket. Yeah,
That's
so
so
it's
cool.
rubber. So you've got your bucket. This is good for sand. Obviously, it's good for water, whatever you are going to be using it with. That's why I'm saying, like, also if you're going camping or something like that and you need to store some water, this is also a really good idea. As I said, it comes with 3. This is not the only color combo. There are different color combinations you can get, but I do think that they're like bright and fun. And yeah, as I said, really durable. That plastic is pretty
Yeah,
intense.
yeah.
Like, it's not like cheapy feeling at all. And yeah, I am obsessed with these shovels.
Yeah, scoopers,
Scoopers.
sand scoopers, or whatever you want to call it. We
It's
haven't
a
been kids in a
shovel.
while.
But I was like, what is it? Yeah, so shovels. So anyways, just really great to have these on hand. We always have friends and family visiting, and you know, everyone's got kids, and these are just perfect to bring with you.
And they're 27% off right now.
Yeah, so instead of $29.99, these are $21.99 for a pack of 3, which again, three shovels,
bag.
3 buckets, and the bag. And because they just collapse so small, these are perfect for traveling. So if you are going on, you know, a sunny destination or a beach destination, you don't have to buy any. You can bring these, and they don't take up.
They'll
a
fit in your
ton of
traveling,
room.
in
Yeah.
your yeah.
Exactly.
Your
And there's
suitcase.
like the little hook on the backpack here, so you know, you just kind of hang it up by the door and you are good to go. So I think those are super fun and, again, durable, which is of course important. Next, this thing is awesome. So this was sent to us by
Yes.
Fantic. Fantic is definitely one of our fave brands. We love them.
Look at this thing. It looks like legit. It's so cool.
It's pretty awesome. So again, this,
And can you imagine? Sorry, I got you off. Like, can you imagine having this when we ran out of? Well, we didn't have water after the hurricane for like 3 months, 4 months.
would have been amazing.
This would have been incredible to shower with, because we were showering like the good old like Michelle with the bucket over my head type of thing. Like it was rudimentary.
So definitely some cons to living in the Caribbean. You know, we went through a pretty horrific hurricane in 2017, and yeah, we had no electricity, no water for 3-4 months, and it was not fun. I've been through a couple because I've actually lived here since I'm 5. So anyways, having something like this is going to be absolutely fantastic.
So
Seb
what is
does,
it?
Yeah, so Seb does have a video that he can load up while
Yep.
you are explaining it, just so that they can see when we get to the part where you actually use it, which is fun.
Is it
But
this one here? There it is.
there it is. And that's our little French Bulldog, Walter.
Sorry. This is basically a water pump sprayer. So everything is in one. It is cordless. It's absolutely amazing because you can put in about 2.1 gallons of water in this little receptacle, right?
careful.
So yeah, I know, I'm going to be careful. And that water, as soon as you put it back down, is going to go and get pumped by this pump right here. The base has a pump and a rechargeable battery, so that it is completely rechargeable via USB-C in the front. And check this out, you've got a nozzle and a coiled hose right here, and you'll see it in the video, and I'm going to be using it, so I'm going to leave it here because it's going to get everything wet around here. But essentially what it is once this is all full of water and you get the coil out like I'm doing in the video right now, you'll be able to use this as a shower head, watering your plants, even like a quick kind of detail work around your car, playing with your pets, washing your pets. That's always something like, you don't want to go get the hose, get the this, get the bucket. just use this little thing. It is completely cordless, and you've got different types of water sprayer with the nozzle, meaning you can go as wide and as misty as it can or as you can, or direct. And even the direct, I was playing, and Walter, our Frenchie, loves that direct water in his face, and you'll see it in just a minute. But the thing is it's not like a water pressure gun, like a 2,000 psi.
No.
It's still extremely gentle. So if it's going to be with your kids, cleaning your kids after a beach day or something like that, ideal. You have this in your car.
So as Seb's showing though, the cord, you got to
Yeah.
make sure you put it through the little like slot, so then that, or else you won't be able to close it on the top here.
I
So.
just thought of this. Can you imagine having this in the car with water before the kids get in the car? Hose
them down.
their feet and hose them down so they don't get sand everywhere. Like, yeah.
And camping.
Camping.
If you said that already,
Yeah.
sorry. But yeah, it's really awesome. And yeah, definitely something that we're going to be using often.
And there's only one button, power on, power off. So as soon as you turn it on, there's a little green light that shows up underneath, like you're seeing right there. And it is completely silent until you press that trigger button. As soon as you press the trigger button, you'll hear the pump go, and it's not like a water pressure gun, like where it's not that loud. And then as soon as you go, and as you can see, it's instant, and it uses that water, that 2.1 gallon, just like that. It's got a 2600 milliampere battery in it as well, rechargeable. So you've got plenty of power to go around, so you can refill it and use it again. It's not just going to be for one kind of like.
Oh, look, here's Walter.
There you go.
He's obsessed with any kind of hose and water. So yeah, just out
I
here.
think I'm wearing
so.
the same shirt because I just did this afternoon with him.
We've
We
had
were
this
playing.
for a while now, actually,
Yeah.
but we were just like, oh, we wanted to show it like in action, so we wanted to make sure we had the video for you
It's
guys.
really cool.
But yeah, it is awesome, and yeah, as I said, it was sent for our review, and like we are huge fans. The only thing that needs to be noted, it did not come with the cord to charge it. Is
No,
that correct?
I think Fantic basically assumes that everyone's got a USB-C cord at this point.
There's
So
so many cords.
we have. I mean, I look at something and there's a USB-C cord like dangling around. So no cords come with it, but of course any USB-C cord will charge this puppy. It's
Awesome.
fantastic.
And-
And the water goes up from the top right here.
So
Yep.
super easy to fill up, and normally $159.99. It is 31% off right now, making it $109.99. Plus, on top of that, there is a $15 coupon code. So if you do not know about coupon codes, make sure you do not miss out on those. You can see it right underneath the price. It is highlighted in orange, and you need to make sure you click that little box, because that coupon code does not just automatically happen for you on checkout. You have to make sure you click that, and then you are good to
Well,
go. So
I'm looking at the carousel. There's already people clicking on it, so we
Yeah.
can actually tell that it is a hot item. Because listen, look, 1,000 bought in the last month on Amazon. People are enjoying it. It is a brand new product, but yeah. It's really cool. And with the summer months coming up, you're gonna definitely be using it.
especially, I think, like if you live in an apartment or something, you don't have access to a hose. It's really great,
Water-
like
to
to wash
water-
to wash your car,
Sure.
but also water your plants.
Water your
of course,
plants, going
stuff
around
like
the house.
that.
I think it's great. Yeah.
Like, definitely lots of uses, and so highly recommend. All right, our next three products are from Bedsure, and we absolutely love Bedsure. It's a company
We've been
that
working with Bedsure for a long
we
time.
have been working with Bedsure for a long time. So our room is all thanks to Bedsure. So Seb's just going to play that video for you. And so the first one up is the new sheet set that we have here. So our room, like, we have had so many different kinds of sheets, but we always gone with like the black. The black and white is kind of like the theme of our room. So these ones are a brand new, had just washed and cleaned. We've been using them now for over a week, and
Oh, more than
huge
that?
fan. Yeah,
Longer than-
it's
longer
it's
than-
probably been almost 3 weeks
3
now.
weeks.
Yeah, so
It's a 4-piece.
Yeah, it is a 4-piece. So you get your fitted sheet, you get your sheet, and then you get the 2 pillowcases. And we do have a king size bed. So I do love that the pillowcases that came with it are for a king size, because we do have those pillows. Very minor, but super cute detailing. You have it on the pillow, and then you have it at the top of the sheet.
For me, it's like I know with the detail, like what's up and down, like what's the
Oh, yeah,
top
it
and
helps
what's
you
the
make-
bottom. I'm like, oh, I know how to make the bed now.
Helps you make the bed. But the coolest thing about this is that it has extremely deep pockets, and
at
then
that.
it also has has that like extra elastic on the bottom that you can like put at the corner of your bed so that you know that the sheet is not going to slip off. Honestly, I am a terrible sleeper. I toss, I turn. We also may or may not have our little Frenchie in the bed with us as well. So I find way too often we wake up with that fitted sheet off the bed and
Well, not anymore.
No, but that's what I was just about to say.
But the thing is like you show that little elastic. We don't even have it set up
I don't
because
even
it's
have that
so
on there.
deep
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
thing's not moving anywhere.
At all, which is
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic. So, and yeah, they are like a cooling sheet like I am. I mean, we do have air conditioning, but I have always kind of been a hot sleeper and have not been waking up sweaty. If anything, I'm actually like full on under all of the, I always kick off the top sheet and then just have like a comforter, and I have been sleeping with both because I just feel like nice and cool and proper temperature. So yeah, they've got that like cooling aspect to them as well. But yeah, super soft.
Easy to clean.
Easy to wash and dry really well. Again, I've washed them twice, and I don't have any like little the little pulls or the little bubbles or anything like that yet. So definitely a bonus in our book. And of course, they come in all the sizes and so many different colors to choose from.
I highly recommend people actually going to check out Bedsure because like even if it's you're like I don't need sheets but I need something more like something else in particular, whether it's like something for the bedroom or like they do different things, of course, like throw blankets and we'll get to
We're
that.
going to talk about that.
And we'll get to that. But all I'm saying is like go into the Bedsure storefront on Amazon. You'll see a plethora of things. Actually, let me go check it out because there's so many different things, even things for your pets, really. But yeah,
They have it all.
duvet covers, pets. Look at that. The pets things.
Oh, they have a memory foam mattress topper too.
Ooh, that's very nice. So again, don't mind us. Oftentimes we will do shopping online live, which means basically we're just gonna leave you be for just a second and shop.
And again,
ourselves.
we're looking at the screen over here. That's why both of us are like this, and it's like, ooh, ah. But yeah, we have always been using Bedsure. Like we have collaborated with them for like over a year now. And actually, so Seb's daughter moved in with us in August, and I did the whole bed in a bag, and it's all from Bedsure. So she's got a super cute comforter. She's got like her sheets,
it's like a 7-piece.
Yeah,
type of thing,
exactly.
yeah.
And like honestly, I find their prices so reasonable. So these king size sheets right now are $37.99 for the whole like 4-piece set. But again, depending on what you are looking for, if you need the whole kit and caboodle, there are so many different options. And again, I just find them really affordable, really great quality, and they often are just so soft and just wash and dry really well. So highly, highly recommend. So going on with the Bedsure trend here, they also sent us this duvet cover, and so absolutely love this because we have again always had like a white duvet cover, but this is the first one that we have that is now still literally on our bed. If you went downstairs, has some texture to it, which
like
I think
waffle
is really fun.
kind of
It is
thing,
that
right? Yeah.
It's funny, yeah, because they call it a
Waffle
waffle
weave.
weave.
Yeah.
So I think that's neat because yeah, it doesn't look exactly like the waffle, but then it also kind of looks like weaved in there. And yeah, so really easy to put on. You've got some nice buttons at the bottom to button it up. Couple things that I absolutely love about it is that the strings to attach your duvet are super long, and I'm going to show you that in a second. So here you are, like it's all completely like you button it up
Open.
there.
Yeah.
So strings are really nice and long because I've had some in the past.
You're
where
just like-
you're like trying to
Yeah.
tie that little bow and you end up making a knot, and then like when you want to wash it, it's like an absolute nightmare. The other thing that I have never seen on any other duvet, and it's unfortunate because there's no piece for me in the middle, but they actually have strings in the middle on the bottom and on the top. And I have been saying this all the time, like so many times my duvet, like at the top or the bottom, you have to pick it up and kind of like shake it because
It'll
it starts to
clump.
like come
Yeah.
down. And I'm always like, I don't understand why there isn't one in the middle. So the fact that they do have the strings is awesome, but I just feel like so many of the duvet inserts haven't caught on to that yet, and they don't have a piece for me to attach it.
Yeah.
I thought like maybe just like clipping it somehow, but anyways, absolutely love that they have that on the top and bottom. So really great option. And then as you can see, you've got the great buttons, and then there's a flap that goes over those buttons, so it kind of keeps that like
What I like is that it doesn't add too much weight or too much heat to it. It's very
For sure.
light, so you're not. I mean, it's a cover, right? And it will also depend. Like our duvet is pretty light as well, so it's nice. But I just don't find like I'm like overwhelmed
Yeah,
with,
no, like it's
with
just-
that.
yeah, it's super
Plus
comfortable.
having those Bedsure sheets, which are like a little cooling effect on top of that. It feels fantastic, yeah.
Fantastic.
And it looks exactly what we want it to look like.
For sure.
So, yeah.
7% off right now, so it's $89.99. And so we have the bright white, and there are so many different colors to choose from. And then, of course, sizes. Obviously, the price will depend on the size and the color that you are picking. As I said, this is the king size, and it is a 3-piece. So it does come with the duvet cover. So keep in mind the insert is not included. This is just the cover. And then it comes with like the 2 pillow shams as well that match, of course, the same texture of like the waffle weave.
It's not a lot of companies that do the oversized king. That's
Yeah,
pretty
is that
cool.
kind of like the California? Oh,
Well,
no,
no, because there's
king.
California. Look at that. It's 120. So it's
oversized.
oversized. So it's actually wider.
So that's awesome and definitely something that we would need, but like I just wonder how many like duvet inserts have that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So you'd have to obviously make sure you look for the duvet insert first.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
So very cool. And then the last product that BedSure sent for our review, I just brought it up here. So this is the, I know it is so soft. Can you pull it up just so that I can see the price? So this is the throw blanket. So I originally wanted this one in black because I wanted to put it on the corner of our bed, and like I just didn't want white and white. But at the time they did not have black. So they were like, oh, we can send you the white. And I said, perfect. Clearly we like the white. So this is the throw blanket size here, as you can see. So this is 50 by 60. So still really big. This is perfect for, again, it doesn't have to just be for a bed. This is really great on a chair, on your couch, and really nice even if you're not even going to use it, if it's just something to add a bit of like texture, a little bit of color, because again, they have so many different colors to choose
And speaking
from.
of texture, I like the lines. I think it looks really, really nice.
Yeah, it just kind of gives
is.
it a little something,
Yeah.
you know, like I
It's not
just
just
feel like,
plain.
exactly, like, so we don't have that in our room because it's not big enough, but I've always wanted just like a really nice, like styled chair with just like a thrown over it, and this is like the perfect one to throw over it because of that like style on there. I think just kind of like folded would look really cool. So if we do ever get that chair, this is where this is gonna go. But for now, it's just kind of on the corner of our bed. But on a chilly evening, I know it's gonna make its way on the couch, just so it's really nice to snuggle with. But again, if you are loving it, you can also get it in a twin, full, queen. You can get all the sizes. So like maybe it's just, you know, you want this to be like your new blanket on your bed or your new comforter. You can obviously do that as well. And it is just so soft, and just you just want to cuddle up to it. Both sides really soft, really you know,
And light
lovely.
though.
And light, that is true.
Yeah,
That is a
it's
very
not
good
like-
point. Yeah, it's not like super heavy, but will still keep you like insanely warm.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
put that on your feet in winter time, and you'll be like, ooh. But
sure.
but it's also stylish. So even if you don't want it on you, or just on something like Michelle was saying, a chair, because you like that style, you like that look, it's definitely what this is.
And currently 11% off, again, for the throw blanket. Of course, depending on the size that you get, the prices will be different. Normally $17.99, it is $15.99. So, I mean, that is such a fantastic price for a throw, like a whole blanket. When can you get a blanket for that price, you know? Can't go wrong. But yeah, super soft, super smooth, I don't know.
Silky smooth.
Silky smooth. But yeah, if you're in the market for any kind of blanket, highly recommend. We love, as I've said a million times, BedSure.
So much BedSure here.
So much everywhere. All the rooms have BedSure. Like, we are massive fans. So yeah. All right, up and next, this juicer. So it was so funny. So we were sent this juicer for our review.
Yep.
And it's funny because during the massive like spring sale, Seb put a juicer in our Amazon cart, and I had almost, you know, bought it, and then literally the next day one showed up, and I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot that we were partnering with this company here. Can you? So yeah, honestly, we.
And I always have trouble saying. I know you said this company because it's
I
hard
don't know
to
how to say the name.
like a Kokus.
I think
Kokus?
so.
You can't go wrong. It's the name is on it, but yeah, it looks really cool. The only difference that you see on the product page, this one is black, ours is black and white.
Yes, which I don't think they have right now at the
Mm-hmm.
moment. So yeah, really easy, as you can see in the video right here. I wasn't gonna bring. Maybe we should have done a live demonstration, but Seb and I are now like obsessed with like juicing. So every week I make our like ginger, turmeric, and then actually I didn't take mine today. Did you?
No. Oh, we were supposed to take it this
Maybe
morning.
tonight before bed.
Yep. Done.
It's been a busy day.
And this
So-
thing, what I love about this juicer, and this is what really annoyed me with juicers back in the past, whether it's juicers from the past or blenders, where a lot of people would juice with blenders because you didn't have any choice. I mean, I don't know masticator juicers like that, or cold press juicers. existed back in the day. Maybe industrials, maybe. But what I love about this is that you can literally chuck whatever you want on it. There's no blade. It is literally it literally goes through this masticator. It's a plastic piece, so there's no blade, no nothing. Very, very easy to clean, except for one little part, which we will talk about. But everything else just comes apart. And that masticator, that plastic piece, will literally just like grab everything. And what's spinning around is literally just like a paddle, like a plastic paddle that goes around that makes sure that things go down. And as you're gonna see with Michelle, she is going to help it because sometimes it needs a little push, a little shove here and there. But even if you're not that impatient and just let it go, it will eventually just get through all of the pulp on one side and all of that juice, delicious juice on the other side.
And so it does, it comes with like, the little thing to push it down.
Did you just see the big piece of ginger and turmeric? Like they're just raw. Pop.
Yeah, and it does come with like the two little containers, one to obviously catch all your fresh juice, and then the other one where all the like pulp and all that waste is gonna come out. That's always my favorite part.
That pulp is so dry.
It's
It
so
is so everything
dry.
that is juice is on the one side. Everything else, it's so dry because just look at that how it comes out. It's literally just pulp.
Yeah.
No juice.
And a couple things I really love about this is that super easy to use. There's just like once you turn it on, you are good to go. It will not, as a safety feature, it will not turn on if the lid is open, which I think is really great. Even though there's no like insane sharp blades in there that are gonna, cut off your fingers, you still need to be careful because this is grinding and moving. So yeah, as soon as you open that
half
lid,
an apple with the peel, that doesn't matter.
Peel,
you can do
everything.
If you put a kiwi in there with the peel, no problem. Like pineapple with that like peel, doesn't matter. It will deal with it.
And then the only other thing with the button, so you want to turn it on, and then the one thing they do suggest, which I did find helpful, like towards the bottom, like sometimes the food, like it's kind of like staying in the same spot, and like the piece to use to push down doesn't like completely reach everything. So you just then switch it, and the blade, instead of it just reverses the blade. So then if anything's kind of stuck there, it like pops it up and then it brings it back down, which I think is really cool. So really easy to use. Look at
Just chugging from the, yep.
I mean, I had put a lot of it's a lot of ginger. But man, it feels good. As I said, we make a big container at the beginning of the week. I even ordered, we didn't get them yet. We ordered like little bottles that I'm going to put everything in.
Individual bottles.
Yeah, we got them clearly on Amazon.
And then just clean so it's reusable, obviously, which is going to be nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I've ever, and I don't think I will ever, taste a more potent juice that we know exactly what went in, because awesome. That's what it is. Like you'll never buy something off the shelf like that. If you haven't tried your own cold press juicer at home, or we call it taking a shot in the morning. Yeah. That's what it is. We make it like just a little 1.5 ounces, 2 ounces of that. Woo, it's so delicious.
Yes, and then as Seb was saying, the only thing is all the pieces come apart really easy to clean, but there's this one little plastic piece, and it's on the side where all the pulp and the waste comes out, so it's not like it's touching your fresh juice that's coming out. There's like this, like not weird, whatever, it's just like this like little plastic piece, and sometimes I've noticed like some of the pulp is getting stuck in there. They do give you a little brush to get in there, but I do find that really hard to clean. At the end of the day, to be honest, like I've given up being stressed about it just because it's on the part where the waste is coming out anyway. So I'm just kind of like, man, does it really matter? Like, no, I don't care. So that's the only part that I find is difficult to clean. The rest, it's like, so you do rinse and it's like.
It also depends on what you're, like our first go at it was like ginger and turmeric, which is super fibery, right?
With the peels.
With the peels. So it was extremely fibery and it was very chunky in that sense. If you were just doing, oranges and citrus, you'd have zero issues. But we wanted to make sure that you know what to expect.
And it is currently 27% off, making it $109.99. And on top of that, there is a coupon code, so don't forget to tick that coupon code for $20 off. So honestly, really great price, really fantastic machine, easy to use, and can't go wrong with that fresh juice for sure. All right, up next, Stepwise sent to us not one, not two, but 3 canes for our review.
Because they have 3 colors.
Exactly,
So we
so-
got the we didn't want to choose the color. so-
Exactly. So they did send us all 3 and so 2 things. It is so amazing. So Seb is going to show you one of them. We also have a video like if you
I
need
might
to
just
see.
I might just do it live and then
Sure.
if we need to, but yeah, well let's do
Yes.
it live.
So we are very thankful that we do not need canes. Nobody in our life does need a cane. So we are actually going to be donating these to the old age home, which is really awesome. But they wanted to send them to us just so that we can kind of showcase them and we can show people about them. And I'm really happy they did because this thing is insane.
We believe an actual physical proper cane for adults fits in this little bag.
So this cane is so awesome. It is adjustable. This is actually can be used for people with heights between 4'10" and up to 6'2". Like that is a massive range of heights. And the fact that it will work for all those heights is so cool.
I just want to make sure you guys see this. I unpacked it. I literally just took off that little attachment to make sure that I could open it up. But it's not going to fall apart because it is strung up with an elastic there. So you can see the elastic. Look at this. All I need to do is make sure it goes in just like that. I'm going to make sure that that goes like that. I've got a little click, click. I hear the click. I'm done. This is it. Of course, I've got different, it's so satisfying to hear that click.
click.
I've got different heights, like Michelle just said, but my favorite part about it is this end. I've never seen something like this, and it makes so much sense, because if you think about it, a cane, a flat bottom cane would basically be, is basically a little dangerous, especially if, you're a little wobbly on your feet, maybe you're really needing that support, you're maybe on uneven terrain. That's also something that happens a lot. You're not gonna be always on, flat linoleum or whatever. And look at this, you've got some grip here. I'm gonna go and change camera so you guys can actually see a little bit more. Look at that grip on this, and look at that really cool kind of like bounce back. And I can be on the side like this, I can be front like that, I can be straight down, and I know I'm gonna get the support that I want. I think this cane is fantastic. It's super nice on your hand.
Yeah, you got a really nice handle, feels good.
The feel of it is really, really sturdy, and it's light. That's another thing too.
And it's perfect for travel. You
Yeah.
saw the size, the bag that it came in. You saw how small it just click, click.
I'm just gonna take it off just like that. Boop, boop, boop. Done.
And then
And
folds
then I just
together.
go like this.
I think this one needs to go, but it doesn't matter. It should fit in the bag. Remember, you adjusted it at one height. It should still fit.
Oh yeah.
But
No, but it'll still fit.
Yeah, it should still fit because the bag's pretty big.
Boom.
But yeah, the fact that, so it comes with the bag is really good. So maybe you don't need the cane all the time. It's really nice just to kind of have it handy. You can just kind of, tuck it away, put it in a backpack, put it in your suitcase if you're traveling, and then just kind of take it out as need be. And yeah, it comes in 3 really great, fun, bright colors. That one obviously was the blue. They've got a nice purple and a black. So yeah, and the canes are $29.99. Honestly, I feel like you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's a great cane.
It's something that I wish no one ever needed, but when you do need it, get something that's actually going to work for you.
Exactly. Hello, Rover. How are you?
How you doing,
yes,
Rover?
A very, very long time. Hope all is well. We were just saying, we have not been on our Goman Planet stream since December.
It's been too long. It's been too long.
We have been, on some different, oh, there you go.
I had to do it.
We've been on a few different platforms. I think we have caught you 1 or 2 times, but yeah, it's been a long time. He says he's doing well, so we are happy to hear that.
So just to make sure that everyone knows, obviously we are live chatting on Amazon. For those of you who are catching us on other platforms and you want to be part of the chat, or you want to say hi to Rover, because maybe right now you're just seeing us talk to Rover and you're like, who is this Rover? Well, come along. Click on that link that just basically says go and shopping on our live carousel, and you'll be transported onto our Amazon Live.
Awesome. So yeah, if you are looking for a cane, honestly, highly recommend. This next product was also sent for our review, and this thing is so cool. We do have it here on hand, but Seb also has a video so that he can show you. Basically, if you are into hiking, if you are into camping, this is something that I cannot recommend enough to people. If you're going to be, sometimes things happen when you're out hiking and, maybe you need access to fresh water and there is none. So look at this absolutely disgusting dirt. Seb put dirt.
I literally went in the backyard, put dirt, sand, like stuff that I'm sure Walter sniffed around in, and I was like, oh, I put all that stuff in there, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna do it because we hadn't done the proper test like we are doing now. So this little bottle that I'm holding there is an actual water filtration system,
I think you do have
all
it
in
if
one.
you just
It's
want
right
to show.
there.
Oh, I have it. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So love how compact it is.
Yeah.
Like comes in this little case right here. You've got the tubes here, and then you've got the actual little. Rover asked how Walter's doing. Walter is fantastic. Thank you for asking. He's not here with us tonight. You know how he is. He hates all the puff smoke in
He
here.
hates the attention.
But he is good.
So yeah, this little thing is where the magic happens. You can find any type of water source. It will clean it up 99.9% of it, basically making it drinkable. It'll filtrate your water source and spurt it out, because it's not just a filtration. Like sometimes you'll have gravity filters. This one is actually a pump and a filter as well, because this is a battery rechargeable pump as well, which is nice. Again, USB-C. And you see me there kind of like attaching the hoses. So you've got the clean hose, and the dark hose is the one for the source, the bad water, let's call it that. And if in that case, in that water, in that glass, I've got a lot of sediment, a lot of bigger chunks, sand, dirt, whatever, fish, who knows? You've got an extra little filter here. It's kind of like a big cotton swab in there that will take care of all of the bigger particles. And then
I
the
can
water,
see them in the filter.
you can see the
from when you
particles, right?
used it.
There you go.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And also so gross.
Yeah.
But it's cool because it didn't end up
It
in
actually,
your stomach.
and exactly, and it's something that you're not going to ingest. So yeah, that will take care of the bigger particles. So you see it right now dumped into, like basically dunked inside that glass, and a little pouch is really nice to obviously carry if you're hiking, camping, what have you. Super light as well and very compact. You could also have a second way to do it. Literally drink right out of the source. I've seen people do it, and it actually works perfect if you don't want to have it in a glass like I'm doing. But for the purpose of this test, check this out. It's actually quite impressive. Look at that. So it's taking it from the dirty water, and look at that clean water come out. It's nuts.
It was crazy.
Crazy.
I was like, what? I was so shocked.
Yeah.
Like it was it's absolutely crazy.
And yes, I took a drink out of it. And yes, Michelle did as well when she finished shooting the video. There is a little, and I'll be honest, there's a little tinge of like orange.
That was my fault.
No, it was me. I put barbecue.
I thought I
powder.
did.
No, it was me.
Oh.
I put barbecue powder. Just come like, oh, this is gonna be super good. But of course, like that's tinting the water. But as far as everything else, there's no particles, no taste, no nothing. And I drank it, and I'm like, look. It's like, I'm like, okay, then there you go. I can drink some more. It was really, really cool. And yeah, if you're in a pinch, if you need to filter water really, really quickly, this thing is fantastic.
I mean, I personally am hoping that I'm never stuck in a situation where like I'm trapped and I need water, but the fact that, having this and it is, knowing that I have it would be
Yeah.
great. And it is rechargeable, right?
Rechargeable
So,
via
yeah.
USB-C.
Yeah, and then what about like, do you happen to know with that filter, like when it needs to be changed? Like, is
Yes,
there...
so you can open up the actual little black filter pump, and the cartridge is in there, and I can read.
Yeah, I can't remember if you
Let me
knew
see.
like how many gallons, or does it even say maybe?
Yep. One charge can purify. Oh, so that's one charge. That's so one charge. Not one charge can do almost 6,000 ounces of water. This is one charge, not just the cartridge itself. So that's pretty crazy.
Wow. For 10 to 15 day backpacking.
Yeah, that is
That is
really, really good.
super cool.
But they don't give you that.
Right here, the
do
water
they?
free period volume read. Oh, no. I don't know.
No, they tell you to change the.
Please change it after
Okay.
more than 180 days.
So 6 months. So of course, 6 months of use, right?
Yeah.
Right now we're not using it, but if you're a backpacker, if you're a hiker, if you're a camper, and you're using this constantly, change the cartridge inside every 6 months.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, for sure.
Super cool.
Rover's talking talk. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what any of that means. But you will. I'm not techie.
Oh my. Okay, so of course he's still installing Linux. Get yourself a MacBook Pro, my friend.
Oh no!
kidding,
Here
I'm
we go.
kidding.
Here we go again. You too. Oh goodness. And sorry.
Look at that. 6,000 ounces is almost 47 gallons.
Nice.
That's a lot of water filtered
Yeah.
in one charge. That's
for
crazy.
one charge.
For
Can
one
you go
charge.
back up for one quick
Yeah.
second? And just so that you know, it is 16% off, making it $49.98, and there's an additional 20% coupon code on top of that. As I keep saying, do not forget to click that little coupon code because it does not go automatically in your cart when you're checking out. But yeah, honestly, as you saw, like proof is in the pudding, that disgusting water, and as Seb said, the only reason it still had a little bit of a tinge is because, yeah, we threw in some barbecue seasoning.
But that was still good
But,
to drink.
Yeah, it was
obviously.
still totally fine to drink, like all of that. But like, yeah, if there was no like weird seasonings in there, then like, you know, the color would be pure. So very cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, very cool. All right,
With the, yeah, okay.
but with a sledgehammer,
Because I have my MacBook Pro. Yeah,
I know.
I apologize.
you too. All right, up next, we obviously love having these power banks, and it's something that we always travel with, and Crave sent
love
this
these
for our review. Comes in a great little pouch here, and then you've got the actual little power bank here. I love it's not too big. I've been using a different company for years, and I think it's great, but it's just so heavy, and this one here is a lot smaller.
Very light, very nice.
Yeah.
You've got the little light feature that basically tells you how much charge you have, which is really, really nice. And you've got two USB-A, USB 3.0 right here, and of course your USB-C. Charge it up with the USB-C. It will take the charge with the USB-C and then take or supply power with the USB-C as well. So it's both ways. So it's a PD. And then you've got 3.0 and the 2.4 ampere right here. It is a slow charge on that one here. The 3.0 will be a fast charge, and the USB-C will be a fast charge as well. I want to make sure I see exactly. Yeah, over 13,000 milliampere, which is a big power bank. This will do a few iPhones, a few Android phones as well. And do a really good job of it. I love the look. I love the finish. But I love the fact that, I mean, you could put this in your back pocket. Obviously, wouldn't be that comfortable, but that's the size, right? We've had bigger power banks. We've had really big ones. And again, the big ones are, 20, 24, 25, 26,000 milliamperes. But sometimes you just want something that will
Yeah.
charge your phone 2, 3, 4 times and then be done with it. And then just have to recharge it and but be able to carry this anywhere you want. And extremely portable, very light, have its own little pouch. Put that in your purse, your backpack, your computer laptop bag, you're done.
Yeah, just
really
not
nice.
like you don't need something. So, and like the other ones we have are like, a couple $100, and like
Exactly.
this one's $47.99, and you know that, yeah, being able to charge your phone a couple of times, perfect for, as I keep saying, a travel day, or perfect, yeah, if you know that you're going to be on the go all day, just having this in your purse or something like that is just, it's the perfect size. So yeah, if you're
absolutely.
looking for one, highly recommend.
And Crave makes great products. We love their iPhone cases as well. They make insane cool products, really durable products, and very stylish products as well.
Yeah, I do love the
Yeah.
look of it for sure.
Yeah.
She look fancy. All right, up next, this was also sent for our review. We don't have this on hand because I just thought it'd be hard to bring up to show you, but we do have a video, and I think this thing is so awesome. So if you are, I mean, they do say it's for, you know, being in the garden, but honestly, this is so cool. Again, I feel like we talked a lot about camping tonight just because, like,
It could be camping, like tailgating.
Exactly. So it's just like
Anything.
it's so neat because it's a portable like stool, a little chair, but then on top of that, where the whole like gardening thing comes in, is that you can use both sides. So then you can, if you're in the garden and let's say, you know, you're on your knees and you're gardening, over time, like your knees start to hurt. So you can actually flip it and check that out. Then you can actually kneel on that. So then the bottom where is somewhere where you'd put your, it's
nice.
cushiony. And then you have the part here, like that's where you'd put your hands to use to kind of like help you get up if you need that. Seb is going to do a demonstration in a second here in the video, but really, really cool the fact that it is this 2-in-1. So again, you could be, maybe you're just sitting in your garden on the stool, just admiring your beautiful flowers, and you're like, oh no, I need to do some digging. Then you just flip it around and you can go on your knees.
No.
Oh no! But yeah, so as you can see here, so check that out. So just easy to pop those legs out. And then they do come with that little side pouch where you can put, you know, any of your gardening tools,
yeah.
or again, if you're bringing it camping.
And it's comfortable.
So, yeah, so you've got that nice little cushion there, and then you're like, okay, now, oh no, I need to do my gardening. And you just flip it around, and then you're on your knees, and then you are good to go. So I just think it is so useful, the fact that you have both. I love that it folds up really small, so it's easy to bring with you. They also give you the little pouch here that, again, you can put all your tools and stuff in there if you want. Joanna, no modeling. Okay, back to work. Oh, no modeling for Seb tonight. Sorry.
Nope, sorry, Joanna. Hello.
Joanna recently caught us on one of our clothing brand streams, and Seb was modeling. So yes.
Yeah, next time.
Next time. Well, yeah, we're streaming with them soon, actually.
Yep.
So yeah, normally $49.99. This is 14% off, making it $42.99. And they do have a couple different, what are those colors, I guess? Yeah.
But I love the fact that, you know, I just said tailgating, but there's so many different instances where you might be in a group or you might be at an event or whatever. You just want to bring a portable seat for yourself because you know you'll be standing for a while, or maybe you can't stand for a long time and you're like, you know what, let's just, I don't want to have to like beg for a chair or whatever. It's super light. It, as you could see, folds very, very thinly, or you know, it's a really small form factor. Put that in your car, no problem. But then you can just carry it with you, fold it out, sit, do your thing. You're comfortable. It is cushiony, which is a nice thing. It's kind of got that nice little give. And then you just fold it back and away you go. You can walk around with it as well. So yeah, I think it's not just obviously their gardening niche thing that they're doing, but there's so many different aspects or so many different uses for it as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Joanna said, I guess this is where I started, so it'd be okay. It is true. This is where we all started chit-chatting, so, you know.
That's right.
All right, up next, this was not sent to us. I actually purchased it. I think I have it up here too, but Seb also has a video so you can see it in action. So not too long ago, we bought some new couches for our living room, and I am having a really hard time finding end tables or like a coffee table that I like. So literally for now, we just like have nothing. It's this open space, which to be honest is really great when we shoot our videos. We have all this room, but not so great when you're sitting there watching TV and maybe you have a beverage. I can't even tell you how many glasses I've put on the floor and Walter has knocked over, or even myself just with my feet. So when I came across this, I was like, yes. So I bought one, and we recently just bought another because we love it so much. Our couch arms, as you can see, are really wide, but this opens up super wide, so it will fit a range of couches, which is really nice. And then, yeah, so you've got the little cup holder. As you can see, it is holding like my massive what is this one? A hydro jug. You also have the little slot there to hold your phone, which is really cool. So you can put it both ways, and then it spins so that you can kind of, you know. And then, of course, you got the tray part where you can put your remotes. Maybe you have little snackies. You can put your snackies on there as well. But yeah, and it's super portable. So we do have two, and we can
I love the actual groove.
Yes.
Because that's what you were saying. It's like, it's nice to be able to, you know, you can have things on here, whether anything, and it's not just going to roll off and get into your couch or on the floor. It actually stays there. It's really nice. I know you said that already, but
that's okay.
I'm just showing.
Yeah. And then inside here where your phone goes, I don't know if you said that, but there's like a little grippy thing that you put there, so it just like holds your phone properly, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, and it protects it as well from scratches when it's there, and it
Yeah.
doesn't just fall over. It's
Yeah.
it's a really nice.
Oh, Rover has emojis for us, the little puff in the zest.
I like that.
Well, that's cute. I like that, Rover. Thanks. But yeah, so again, as I said, because they're like, and oh, the one thing I do want to note is because you open up to like attach it, they're pretty powerful. And the first time I did it, my finger was and it
springs
snapped
back.
shut,
Yeah.
and my finger was in the way, and it did not feel great. So just keep that in mind. It's got some intense. I mean,
Like
it has
open it
to.
up over your armrest and then boom.
And then
just-
put it
just
down.
put it
Don't just sit there, because I kind of went like this, then it went on
Don't
my
start
finger.
playing it with Michelle, stop playing with it.
Yes. So they do have different colors as well. And yeah, as I said, fits a wide array of couches, and honestly, super useful, super great. It is $39.99, and there is a $4 coupon that you can go ahead and clip as well. So
And this is acacia wood. I don't know if you said that, but we love acacia wood. I just love the way it looks, but I love the grain on it as well. So of course, that one is kind of like the bare acacia wood, but like Michelle said, you've got different colors as well if you want to choose from.
yes, we love choices for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, up next is an item that was sent for our review. I have it here on hand, and then Seb will also play the video just so that you can kind of see it in action. And you guys, this, no joke,
We both love this
is
thing.
my favorite pan. I've been using it. It might still be wet. I used it for dinner tonight. So it does come. And so one thing I do want to warn you, you probably can't tell here. Actually, I think I got it out pretty good.
Oh, yeah,
I made curry the other day, so the this was kind of stained, and it. Nope, now it smells like pasta from tonight.
Yeah.
So anyways, you guys know with these like wooden spoons and stuff like that, it often, kind of gets like stained and ruined and stuff like that, but it is what it is. So it comes with the pan, comes with the lid. It does come with the little steamer basket.
I love that. That's a nice little add-on.
Definitely. But my favorite part is, as you can see in the video, is the wooden spoon. So the spoon actually has a hole here, and the pan actually has the hole so that this can sit here, which I think is really cool. So when you are cooking, you don't necessarily, I do have something to put my like dirty spoon, you pick up, you stir, but I love the idea that I don't have to dirty something on the side. So you kind of stir, and then I can just put it back in here, and I can do whatever I need to. I come back and and because it's wood, obviously, and you can still put the lid because it has a little indent right there, and it kind of shows you there's a thing here. But totally obsessed with this. I absolutely love it. It cooks, heats everything really evenly. It's non-stick. Of course, I still use like a little spray or something, but making an egg just slides right around. I have no issues. Obviously, I haven't used anything like metal on here. I will always use, rubber or wood or anything like that. But honestly, I know that our place makes so many awesome products. And
also, again, I know it's not super like technical or it
I
brings
just
nothing.
saw Rover's comment, keep it out of the microwave.
I know.
Ro-
But
I will.
What I was gonna say is like I love the finish of it. I love the look of it.
Yes.
I think like if you looked at their storefront, all of their different products, I'm kind of obsessed now. I want the top of like our stove to have these things. I love the colors that they come. They have a bunch of different really cool colors. Look at this color. I want to show you this one here. The blue salt
that
is
blue
beautiful.
Is so nice.
Look at that little
Yeah,
steam, they call it.
steam.
Lavender, I'm not a huge fan of
No.
lavender. Spice, but black.
Yeah,
but the
I
blue-
really like
blue
the
is
blue.
insane.
That
The
blue salt is
beautiful.
beautiful. And this green one. I love
Yeah.
this green one for sure. You will never live that down. I definitely will never, ever live that down. But again, let's remember, it was supposed to be new technology that could go in the microwave. It's not like I just took something metal and threw it in there because,
I
Anyways.
told you they're back at it, huh?
Are they? They're still selling those things? Do not buy.
And
Do
no, but
not
now
buy.
there's now on their description it says you need to put it, you need to use it with the lid because the only thing that zaps in the microwave is the ridge. So if the silicone lid is on top of it, it protects it.
Do not buy. Do not buy.
I still don't buy it.
You're going to have to buy a new microwave like we did. Anyways, so if you're looking pans, our place, obviously they are, a little bit more expensive, $125, but honestly, super good quality. I mean, we all know good quality pots and pans are not cheap.
Cooks extremely evenly as well. I love that.
Yes, and it works on all cooktops. So this works for induction as well, works for electric. We have a gas stove, and as you can see, like everything's totally fine here on the bottom. This obviously is also oven safe, so you can go from, oven to stovetop back and forth. So yeah, if you're just kind of looking for all those all-in-one kind of pans, highly, highly recommend. I am super obsessed and I love it.
Yep.
Live and learn. Yes, we will live and learn for sure. We have a backup microwave. I would need a backup microwave if I had to buy another one of those for sure. All right, up next, these mats. I did purchase these. These were not sent for our review. And I had different ones before, and I was just kind of looking for a different color.
It's funny, we had before, and you just said
Yeah.
that, but like, I don't think we'll ever go back to not having mats in the kitchen.
No, I am super obsessed, honestly, as you can see right here, and I love these 2-packs. If you have never used these cushion mats in the kitchen, you are truly missing out. You don't have to just put them in the kitchen, but highly recommend. So the fact that they come with 2, I put the longer one. That's where we don't have a dishwasher, but even if we did, I would still have one. Because you still wash some pans and stuff, and it just feels so good. Like when you're standing there for a long time cooking, doing dishes, moving from back and forth, it's just nice to have something soft and memory.
Put them wherever you're going to be standing for a long time.
Yes,
like whether it's the kitchen, like you do a lot of stuff for Walter, for you spend hours every day in the kitchen, of course. And like most of us do, right? But some people will be like, well, it's in my studio, or it's in the bathroom, or it's in wherever.
Yeah, a lot of people have them underneath their standing desks and stuff like that. That's definitely a good option as well. They do come in a bunch of different colors, but honestly, as I said, we bought some a couple years ago, and I just kind of wanted to change them up, and I went with these ones. And yeah, I, as said, literally just said, can't live without them. Super obsessed, and my dad was just here, and he's like, well, he noticed that we got new ones, but he's like, I need to get some of these at home too. So definitely next time I'm in Canada, I'm going to get him some. But they're great. If you haven't used them, honestly, they're super great. These ones, of course, depending on what color you pick, oftentimes the prices will be different. These ones are normally $35.99. They are 36% off, making them $22.99 for both of them. Honestly, you cannot go wrong. There are, from what it seems, 2 different sizes, and we do have the smaller ones, and they're still quite large.
Massive,
so I
yeah.
think that's great. Yeah. Rover said, only thing we don't have a backup is a coffee maker. They last about 2 years, LOL. Yeah. Do we have any we don't have backups of stuff. I don't have any room to put this stuff.
No.
We just,
I have backup, battery backups.
Yeah. But appliance, because he said they have a
appliances,
backup
no.
microwave and stuff.
Appliances,
Yeah,
no.
definitely do not. Yeah.
And then he says you're using AnyDesk. I haven't used AnyDesk in a long time. AnyDesk is a software that basically makes you, if you wanted to access your dad's computer, for example, you could do it from here with AnyDesk. And then basically as if you were there.
Right. I understand.
So that's what it is.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
All right, up next, you guys, I need to warn you, you're about to see something super gross.
Woo!
It is so gross, but so amazing. So we were sent this Flexi snake drain for our review. They sent us a bunch, and I'm so thankful they did, because I had never cleaned the sink like this before, and it was absolutely horrifying. So this is what it looks like, and Seb's showing you in the video, and we also just have one here because they sent us a lot. Very cool. It just kind of comes with this weird little reel, and then the piece that's going to go down into your sink. Again, you guys, absolutely horrified, and we got that one on video, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So we did my sink, and
I mean, we all know what a snake is. That's the thing.
For sure.
But the cool thing is
guys, we need to stop talking, and I'll just look at the video. Look at this. Oh. And if I could tell you
gunk.
the smell was so bad. Normally my bathroom sink, it's clean, it's fine, but obviously that's all the way down in the drain. And then I don't think it's on video. We did it again, and then just this hairball. It was so horrifying. I was just oh my goodness. And now I've become obsessed. And so I was super pumped to do Seb's side, because I'm oh, it's gonna be so gross. And it was nothing like mine, because obviously my hair and whatever.
See, look, this is what it is basically. You see all these little hairs. They're solid, like they're hard. Like
Isn't
it's,
it rubbery? Oh no, this is not. Oh,
No.
Oh, for some
So-
reason I thought it was rubbery.
So that's what you can imagine. Like hair will literally intertwine onto this, and all you need to do is do this, and this will literally just like, you know,
it
obviously
just like twirls around.
twirls
it.
in. And as you're doing that, you just gently give it a little bit of a nudge, and it will literally just like snake down as you go down and catch everything in its way. And then all you need to do is
So, wow, you saw, and like that was just the first little go, because I was like, this isn't gonna show anything. And then I'm pretty sure when I was filming, obviously, like Seb took out my audio because I went, whoo, like I was just. And then, as I said, then the smell was pretty gross. Joanna said, I've used those. I shed more than my pets. You and me both. Like
100%,
honestly,
yeah.
it's terrible. And Amazon customer, thank you so much for the follow.
Thank you.
You could obviously go in your settings if you want. You can change it so that you actually have a name there, so we can shout you out and be like, hey, Sheila, I don't know why did Sheila pop in my head. Anyways,
Caroline.
Yeah, hey Caroline, whatever. But again, you don't have to, but you can always change your name so that we can chit chat anytime. But thank you so much for the follow. But yeah, anyways, that thing is super fantastic, but also disgusting. So highly recommend.
And you know what? We should all be doing this like at least once every 2-3 months, just because obviously we.
Well, I'd
we
never
shed.
done it before,
Yeah.
and like it just like whoa. So they do have different sets and stuff. So
Thanks,
this one,
Joanna, for showing how to do it.
yes, thank you, Joanna. So this one comes with the handle and then 5 of the refill wands, and then like once you have the wand, because like obviously once you use the wand, like you throw it out, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Although people might clean that, but like I was like I'm too horrified. And then you can also get a 4-piece set, and then you can get some longer ones as well. So obviously depending on what you think you need, you can just like click on the carousel and check out the different options.
There's also another one that's for like bigger issues where you attach it to a drill.
Mm-hmm.
Literally get the drill and just you don't have to wind it yourself, which is great. But yeah, Drain Weasel has it all, or I should say Flexi Snake has it all, because they make the Drain Weasel and a bunch of different products for that purpose, the flexible snake, basically.
Yes, and so this little combo with the handle and then 5 of the wands is $19.99. And honestly, like I think it says 10K bought in the past month, so I think everyone agrees with us. This is really awesome. So if you haven't tried
works.
it works.
It works.
It's really great for sure. All right, and then our last product tonight, I can't believe it has gone so quickly, is something that I have purchased. Seb and I are no strangers to the pink stuff. We have talked about the pink stuff so many different times. If you do not know what the pink stuff is, you are truly missing out. My favorite product from them is their paste. That stuff, it just can get anything out. Like I put that on my grout. I just like douse my grout in that, and then I just like kind of go in and I use like my big scrubber brush, and it just works on everything. It's so good. And then when I saw that they had one of those little like mini scrubber brushes, I used to have one from Rubbermaid, which is also great. But again, I just love the pink stuff, and I wanted to get one. So this one here actually comes with
Well, the
4.
Rubbermaid doesn't have those. The pink
Exactly.
stuff
So
does.
this one comes with 4 different size heads. I don't know if you want
Yep.
to change the
Let's
camera
do that.
angle so that you can see. So you've got the 4 heads
We've got
here.
this one here.
Yeah.
So obviously I will turn it on so you look at that. That is that's some powerful
That is
wow,
power.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So and then you can just literally just change the heads. Whoops.
I think it just pops
Like
in
that.
and twists.
That's
So
pretty cool.
good.
So this is soft, so that's a nice thing.
Yeah.
This one here was a
That's-
little bit coarser. Then you have even softer. So depending on what you're cleaning, depending on what you're polishing or whatever. Look at that, and then same thing. Just it's like a big. Don't put that in your teeth. It's like
Oh,
a tooth.
I know, like a massive toothbrush.
This is my favorite one.
Yeah, getting in those like little
Yeah.
corners with the pointy.
There you go. So this one here will get into those crevices, those little, like in between, maybe on between your chrome and your porcelain, like around your sink or whatever. And look at this. You just press that button and away you go. It's really, really nice.
Yeah. So really awesome. And again, I mainly use this in the bathroom. I love using it around the sink. I love using it in the shower, the grout, like any of those like small little corners and stuff like that. When I'm doing like the whole shower, I have like a big like spin brush, but these are really good just to get into there, like around the drain and stuff like that. But highly recommend. And yeah, just feels really great in my hand. It is $21.99 for the whole set, but there is a 20% coupon code. And they also have like a subscribe and save option and all that stuff. So yeah, if you
Oh, and it takes 4 AA batteries.
Yes, it does. Yeah, definitely something. Yeah. Joanna says, sounds like wrong buzzer. All right, you guys, you two behave. But yeah, guys, that is it for us tonight. It was so nice to connect with you, Rover and Joanna. Part of me wants to be like, we're going to be back soon, but I feel like we say that every time. But
we will be back. We don't know when, but it'll be sooner than later, just because we have a lot of new products to talk about. We have a lot of collaborations that are upcoming that we can't wait to do. So you might catch us on this channel, and you might catch us on other brands' channels as well. So
yeah.
It's all over the place.
Look at that. And Seven Michelle wear and pets. I am behaving badly. Oh, goodness, you two. I have missed you two. You're too funny. But yeah, as always, you two, thank you so much for being here. An Amazon customer, thank you so much for the follow. And thank you for the likes. And wow, lots of clicks and views tonight. And guys, honestly, it has been so great to be back. It is so nice to be back on our channel. Like, it's just like less
on our terms.
It's like,
yes.
It feels like less stressful. And like, it's just so like, we get to pick the products that we want to talk about with you guys, which is really fun.
And I don't have to take my shirt off.
And you
which is nuts.
Well, that's not fun. Joanna likes that part. Thank you, Joanna, so much. You are awesome. And by the way, this is the second Amazon live stream of the day. What does that mean? Hours? No. Second one you caught? Not sure. Anyways, friends.
That's it. That's it from us.
Yeah, that is
have
it.
a great rest of the weekend, because this was the end of our Saturday for us. But yeah, have fun tomorrow. Enjoy. Have a great time. Let's get back to work on Monday, and hopefully we catch you very soon, in a few days, maybe week, 1 week.
Oh, second one I've watched. All right. Well,
thank you for
Rover.
watching.
We appreciate you.
And for everyone on the other platforms watching us live, make sure you click on that description and click on that link to get to the carousel that you've just watched, so you can see all the products and all the latest prices on those products.
Definitely. Joanna says bye, Pout. I know, Joanna, and sorry we don't have little Wally here with us tonight. Hopefully next time you catch us, he will be here, but he was being a grumpy pants tonight.
Actually, let me show Joanna just real quick. We'll show her.
Oh yeah, Joanna, you missed. There
he is.
There's Wally, but then maybe we'll bring it to the end where he's actually playing. Hold on.
It's coming.
Yeah, you can actually see him running around. There,
There you
you go. Rover's like, yeah, he loves Rover's like, schedule your streams. I know. Sorry. But yeah, there he is. There's your little dose of Walter for you.
We do schedule our streams usually an hour and a half before the stream.
Literally tonight, 7 are like, we should stream, because we weren't doing anything. We're like, cool. And it was like 7:30. He's like, what time? I was like, I don't know, like 9 maybe. And he's like, okay. And then here we are.
And it happened. So this is how easy it is to stream. Come on.
I know, exactly. All right, guys, we hope you have an awesome night and enjoy your Sunday. And take care, everyone.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.